My name is Schneider-Atik, and I am here to teach you how to look good within Jewish law. Now, most of the time I would start by talking about hair covering and mitpachot. Now, this video, however, is pretty much for everybody. Even if you wear a hat in shul and nothing else, and even if you don't cover your hair outside of shul, this is still relevant to you. Now, several times on the tichel groups on Facebook, the question has come up. What color do I wear with this? Can I wear these two colors of mitpachot together? Which color tichel do I wear with this color top? Well, I'm here to provide answers for that. Now, I already did a video on how to choose colors that flatter you, but today I'm going to focus on how to combine colors. Now, there are no rules about that anymore except for two rules. Number one, the color combination has to please you. If you just don't like the way it looks together, it's not going to work. Number two, at least one of the colors in the combination has to flatter you. And that's it. The rest of it, there's no such thing as any kind of fashion faux pas. As long as the color combination flatters you and pleases you aesthetically, you are not committing a fashion faux pas by wearing it. Now, that being said, I'm going to give you just some guidelines that will make it a little easier for you to pick colors that work well together. The first guideline has to do with the classic neutrals. Classic neutrals are colors that don't make a strong color statement all by themselves. That's why they're called neutral. They include, but are not limited to, black, like what I'm wearing here, brown, navy, gray, tan, taupe, cream, ivory, beige, and white. Now, the thing about classic neutrals is that they go with everything. They go with every other color there is, including each other. Now, notice I'm wearing a black top and a brown mitpachot, and that is because they go together. In fact, I wore this brown mitpachot with a black one in a zigzag wrap for a formal event this past fall. And you know what? It looked good. And it didn't take away from my jewelry. On the other hand, the zigzag wrap itself got some attention, but that's another story. But the key to remember is that the classic neutrals go with everything. And note that I used the word go. I didn't say match. And that's because trying to match things up too closely is not only difficult, but you know what? It doesn't always look right. It tends to look a little too contrived, as if you were trying too hard. You never want to look like you're trying too hard, ever. So, we've got the classic neutrals, and like I said, they go well with each other, as here, or they go with everything else. For example, here, we have brown and blue and black, and it all works. Again, classic neutrals go with everything. But now let's say you've got a color that you want to match up or find a way to coordinate it. Now, again, keep in mind that this is very relevant because it isn't just about tichels. It's about whether even if you're trying to combine a hat with your outfit. So keep in mind, let's also consider, let's say you have a color like blue, and you want to know how to coordinate it. Another good guideline is to choose colors that are from the same color family. For example, blue is a color family. So, you wanted to go with the blue? You take any other version of blue, and they will go together. Again, it has to please you aesthetically, and at least one of the two blues has to flatter your coloring. Or, if you're like me, my favorite color, my all-time favorite color is green. Take any, let's say I love olive green. I can pair it up with a lighter green. Again, it works. They're both green, same color family. So again, that's another foolproof way to make sure that the colors go. Now another foolproof way is, let's say you're trying to coordinate with blue, and again you want a blended effect. By pairing it with another version of blue, you're getting a good blended look, which is fantastic, especially if you look good in blended colors, or even more so if you want the colors to blend together and not be too strong. But if you want another blended look, but again, you don't want it too strong, you take a color called an analogous color. That means that it sits next to the color on the color wheel. Blue and green sit next to each other on the color wheel. So you pair a blue with a green, and they go. Or blue and purple sit next to each other on the color wheel. So again, they go. So it all works. But now let's say you want to make a slightly stronger color statement. Now I have to admit, this next one is not really for the faint of heart. You have to be willing to be a little daring about it. What you do is you take a complementary color. A complementary color is one that sits opposite on the color wheel. Blue, and orange sit opposite each other on the color wheel. Therefore, they complement each other. So, they do actually look good together. Having said that, there is one color combination that I always recommend avoiding, and so do actually most fashion gurus, and that's the color combination of green and red. Because, first of all, we Jews tend to avoid it because of the obvious non-Jewish connotation. But even non-Jewish fashion gurus agree that the color combination of red and green is too cliche. So let's say, though, that you want to complement the green. Let's say you want to complement green. All you have to do is combine it with pink. Pink is in the family of red. So they complement each other without looking like a cliche. If you want to complement red, go with green's neutral counterpart, which is gray or silver, and the two will look good together. Now, I hope that this gives you some good guidelines, but also just keep in mind, again, that the colors have to please you aesthetically, and that they have to flatter you. But don't be afraid to try on any color combinations that you like. Now, once you've got these guidelines in place, you can start playing around and having fun, seeing what works. And just remember that if anyone tells you that your black hat and your black shoes do not go with your navy blue suit, just smile, nod, and ignore them, because it's not true. They go just fine. And if a color combination pleases you otherwise and it flatters you, you'll be fine. And before I sign off, I want to say a special thank you to my assistant. Say hi. Hello. So again, just play around, see what works, and go with that. And don't be afraid.